Celtic's objective was a fourth successive victory to keep up their title challenge. Commentary from Rob McLean.
Duck Lehman, Hibs top scorer with 3 goals, is left out of the side for the first time. He's on the bench. Pat McGinley and Fabrice Henry are left out altogether. Paul Lovering returns at left back in place of McGinley. Stuart Lovell is a midfield replacement for Henry. Frank Soze and Russell Latapi are key players. And there's a recall from Mixu Patalainen. The far-travelled Finnish striker is in the starting lineup for only the second time this season. Dimitri Karin will look upon this as a big chance to depose Jonathan Gould as first-choice Celtic goalkeeper. He gets his first league action. His only start so far was against Cwmbran Town. His inclusion is one of 5 changes from the team which beat Hapoel Tel Aviv 9 days ago. John Barnes has an eye on next week's UEFA Cup return in Israel. Karin is in, as are Stilian Petrov, and previously out of favour Regi Blinker, Vidar Reset and Mark Viduka. Missing from the Celtic lineup are Jonathan Gould, injured Stefan Mahe, rested Craig Burley, and Bobby Petta and Mark Burchill, who are on the bench. The referee at Easter Road is Hugh Dallas. Hibs start the match. They got off to a very solid start on their return to the big league, unbeaten in their first 5 matches. Since then they've lost 3 in the trot, starting with Rangers here a month ago, and they've lost 6 goals in the last couple, including a 3-0 defeat last weekend against Kilmarnock. They felt they were hard done by then, but they know now the points don't come easy. Petrov is doing a lot of slipping and sliding in the early stages. May have to think about a boot change. Moravcik's shot! It was dipping and swerving. It was a strange looking shot, may have taken a deflection, in fact did take a deflection on its way. Lambert's pass to Moravcik, quickly moved on for Petrov. But Russell Latapi has it for Hibs. Strong enough to hold off Larsson. Brebner didn't realise Viduka was behind him. He's lost possession in a key area. And what a good tackle that was from Frank Soze. Now Lovering. Instructions screamed in his ear from Stuart Lovell as he sprinted past. Good strong run by Paul Lovering. Gets in behind. The only downside of that for him was that Alan Stubbs was in the way to cut out the cross. But this was powerful, it was pacey, and it was direct from Lovering. Brebner taking his time. Lovering in towards Hartley, just missed it. Alan Stubbs got it clear. Celtic counter with Moravcik quickly into the feet of Henrik Larsson. Blinker now on the outside, Lubo Moravcik. Lovely skill to get away from Russell Latapi. Needs a good ball in, that's not it. Beyond the strike pairing of Larsson and Viduka. He'll be disappointed, Lubo Moravcik. He timed to measure the cross. Matthias Jack had to hurry with the clearance. Patalainen's flick. He was under pressure from his man marker, Alan Stubbs. Latapi's pass finds Paul Hartley onside. What a chance this is! And what a tackle that was. Olivier Tebili foils Paul Hartley, and he was off to a good start here. So this was a pacey recovery from Tebili to foil Hartley in the act of shooting. The first real chance of the match, 8 minutes in. Hartley might well have struck it earlier. And lost by Karin. Gets it at the second attempt, the corner kick. Not the best of starts for the Russian. Soze's pass, headed away by McNamara. Onto it, Latapi. Brebner, Lovell. Now Rennick. Easy clearance for Stubbs. Good play from Henrik Larsson. Controlling the ball in his chest and holding off Matthias Jack all in the one movement. This could be interesting, but what a tackle that was by Frank Soze. Yet again, Soze doing a fine job at the back. Lovell through the middle. Tabili clears. Stubbs got there. We're used to the skills of Frank Soze in midfield, but this was a superb intervention at the back, perfectly timed, and an all-embracing tackle. Brebner, lovely play. Paul Hartley bundled over by Vidar Reset. It was inside the penalty box. That certainly merits another look. He was heading away from goal, but he was inside the area. Now Latapi, Patalainen, taken away from him by Tabili. There was the push from Reset on Paul Hartley, and he's a lucky man that a penalty wasn't awarded against him here. The push in the back on Hartley, and Hibs felt there that they had a claim for a penalty kick. Alec McLeish still making that point. Lambert through. Viduka's flick. Lovell composed on the ball. Back from Brebner to Lovering. It was well won, a fierce tackle from Viduka. He's away from Lovering. Good play from Viduka. Blocked by Gutskalkson. In from McNamara. Blinker's there. And Moravcik on the left foot. Fly is too high. This is the first serious action of the match for Gutskalkson. It was all down to the determination and the tenacity of Viduka, who robbed Lovering of possession. Good touch there to get away from Jack. Saved by the keeper. Petrov able to let the ball take a bounce. Moravcik's touch for McNamara, and Viduka, what a chance that was! Good goalkeeping by Ollie Gutskalkson. It's a good save, right place, right time. After Moravcik's delicate touch and the flick from McNamara put Viduka in on goal. Viduka against Dennis. That's for Larsson. Good touch by Henrik Larsson. And foul by Frank Soze. The pace of Larsson was too much for him there. There wasn't too much malicious about the challenge. Larsson had the pace. Free kick and a booking for Soze. Third yellow card of the match. Stubbs up for the free kick. It's Moravcik, and a free header for Alan Stubbs, and he's disappointed that he failed to tuck that away. This is the best chance of the first half for Celtic, and Alan Stubbs escaped his markers and failed to power the header in and goal. Nearly 45 minutes played. Soze finds Patalainen. Back for Brebner. Hugh Dallas already consulting his watch. No stoppage time to be added. That's half-time. And the best chance of the match so far has fallen to Paul Hartley, who also feels he might well have had a penalty claim upheld. This was the first real chance of the match. Latapi's expert pass putting Hartley in on goal, but what a good saving tackle from Olivier Tabili. This was the penalty claim Hibs feel they should have had. Reset shove on Hartley. Celtic haven't had too many great opportunities in front of goal. This effort from Viduka, saved well by Gottskálksson, and Celtic's best chance of the half. Late on, the header from Alan Stubbs, following Moravcik's free kick. Half-time at Easter Road. It's Hibs 0, Celtic 0. Celtic get the match restarted. A low-key performance from them so far. They need to lift things quite considerably to start troubling Hibs. They've lost only one of 9 games so far this season. That was against Dundee United at Tannadice. But they can't afford to let Rangers get away at the top of the table. Moravcik has again swapped sides with Blinker. On the favoured left peg, deflected off Sean Dennis and scrapes the outside of the post. Hibs would have been unlucky here if they'd lost the goal. Moravcik's shot took a big deflection off the head of Sean Dennis. It spun agonisingly towards goal. And thankfully for Gottskálksson and company, it was a fraction wide. But things at this point appeared to happen in slow motion, and it might well have spun in. Moravcik's cross, cleared by Matthias Jack before Gottskálksson could get to it. Revner won a header and Lovell too. One back by Blinker. Regi Blinker has it. That's for Henrik Larsson. Chance for the opening goal. Well wide. Applauds the set-up work. And you felt here that Henrik Larsson had a great chance to put Celtic into the leads. Moravcik gets it back from Paul Lambert. Lambert again for Larsson. Reset. Back for Blinker. In behind Michael Rennick. But couldn't get the cross in. Confident play from Soze, might prove to be reckless. And from reset, and there could be trouble here for Frank Soze. He's been booked already, and Frank Soze is sent off. A red card 10 minutes into the second half for the influential Frenchman. This is a big blow to Hibs, but he can't really complain. He'd been booked in the first half for a trip on Henrik Larsson, and this was a crazy challenge after he'd very confidently flicked the ball out of defence, and Frank Soze is off. He dived into it from a long way back. Studs were showing. Not much doubt that was a bookable offence. Andy Watson and Alec McLeish reorganised now down to 10 men. Immediately there's a free kick to defend from Lubo Moravcik. Gottskálksson slipped, and the goal is given. Celtic are ahead, and a tragic 60 seconds for Hibs. They've lost Frank Soze, and now they've lost a goal as well. Larsson's header, maybe a touch off Viduka, and it was well over the line. Larsson certainly got the first touch, and it took a touch off Mark Viduka as well. Doubts possibly there about who gets the credit for the goal, but no doubt Celtic are one up. Trouble with Hugh Dallas. He's already shown 3 yellow cards and a red one, and look at the studs being shown when the ball was comfortably in the hands of Karim. Amazingly, no yellow cards. to Michael Rennick. Having tried down the right, Hibs now try down the left with Lovering. Into the feet of Paul Hartley, looking for room. Again blocked by Tebili. Not for the first time this afternoon. Lambert to Larsson. Laid back into the path of Regi Blinker. Knocked over the top, too strong for Viduka. That was a decent chance for Paul Hartley. Got turned well enough, but then barring his way was the figure of Tebili. Patalainen's flick, and it's Paul Hartley. And a good save by Karim. Hooked clear by Lambert. But Celtic there with Dimitri Karim to thank. The former Chelsea keeper charging off his line to again frustrate Paul Hartley. That's kept in brilliantly by Latapi. Back for Lovell, takes a touch. Now Hartley, and Petrov just about gets it clear, nodded back in by Lovell. And Celtic with Stubbs in control at the back. Russell Latapi did unbelievably well to keep that in, right at the byline, when the odds were stacked against him. Blinker trying to make things happen. A moment to savour in his first league appearance for Celtic, Dimitri Karim. Lambert through for Moravcik, and Matthias Jack did well to stretch out and divert that back to Gutskalkson. Otherwise, Henrik Larsson was in. The pressure continues from Celtic. It's Mark Viduka. What a chance this is! That's number 2, and the points are surely heading Celtic's way. They suffered a lot in the first half. They then followed Soze's sending off with the opening goal. Henrik Larsson's header deflected in off Viduka. This time, Mark Viduka can certainly claim the goal. And he found a big hole in the Hibs defence. Skalkson got a touch, but he couldn't keep the ball out. Hibs now being pulled around, pulled out of shape. And Viduka punishing them with his 6th goal of the season. Stevie Crawford comes on for Hibs. Paul Hartley has gone off. And that has not pleased the Hibs manager one little bit. Chingum goes back in. Reset for Larsson, Vidar reset again. He's got a couple of yards of a start from Michael Rennick. Cuts it back. In went Regi Blinker. In as well went Paul Lovering. And that might well have been a goal-saving challenge from the former Clydebank defender. He read what was happening well here and saved Hibs. Lambert, Viduka, lovely turn from Mark Viduka, and not far away. A lovely turn and hit. And if you give him credit for goal number 1, which went in off him, then this was for the hat-trick. Larsson leaves it for Blinker. Lovely ball through for Mark Viduka. He's pulled back. And there's trouble here for Paul Lovering. Viduka through on goal. And the judgment, presumably here, from Hugh Dallas, that that was not a certain goal-scoring opportunity. Otherwise, Lovering would have been off. It's a yellow card for tugging at the shirt of Viduka. Everyone apart from Russell Latifi behind the ball for Hibs. Henrik Larsson deflected off the wall, but not for a corner kick. It goes for a throw. Viduka stumbled. Lovell has it. Disappointing ball forward, not with a chance of reaching Latifi. And Stubbs knocks it into the corner for Moravcik. Lovely turn. Lovering's tackle, and again, that's a trip right at the edge of the area from Paul Lovering, who's now heading off as well. It's a second yellow card for Lovering, and a second player sent off for Hibs. And again, as in the case of Soze, it was a reckless challenge to attempt when you've already been yellow carded. He was perhaps fortunate not to get the red card the first time round, but when he dived into the second tackle, there was only one outcome. It's difficult now for Celtic to find a teammate with the opposition 2 players down. Blinker through for Henrik Larsson. Good save, Ollie Gottskalksen. Good pass from Blinker. Good run from Henrik Larsson. And a good stop by the goalkeeper. Moravcik picks out the angled run of Henrik Larsson. The reverse pass for Regi Blinker. Blocked by Rennick. Celtic now pushing the ball around with some ease. Moravcik, the overlap from McNamara. Missed by both Larsson and Rennick. Lovell for Hibs. Won by Petrov. Now Moravcik. Now Henrik Larsson. Will it be 3? No, it won't. It looked very much as if Celtic were about there to extend their lead. Larsson chipped it over, got Skalkson, but it swerved just wide. Left by Tibili, and in went Dirk Lehmann. Another lapse late on by Olivier Tibili. Latifi's corner kick, not a good one. And that's full time. Hibs end up with 9 men on the pitch and no points. Their 4th defeat on the trot after our first half, in which they looked pretty impressive and had chances to open the scoring. But 2 goals from Mark Viduka give Celtic victory. The first one he knew not very much about, deflected in. Henrik Larsson's header after Frank Soze had been sent off for 2 bookable offences. And Hibs lost a second player as well when Paul Lovering was sent off for 2 bookings. But Celtic keep up the pursuit of Rangers at the top of the Scottish Premier League. Not their most distinguished performance, no doubt about that, but the important thing for them is the result. It's 3 points, Hibs 0, Celtic 2. John, would I be right in saying that the result a lot better than the performance there for Celtic?
We won 2-0, we played well. I don't see what more there is to it. Obviously they got 2 men sent off, which made it easier for us, but I don't think that, obviously I think that their performance belies their position, because they're a good side, they're a good attacking team. You look at players like Soze, Latifi, the lad up front, you know, they've got some good players. So I think that they are better than their position suggests. But in saying that, I don't think Dimitri Karin had too many saves to make. And while, you know, we can play better, we won 2-0, so there's no problem.
Mark, do we credit you with 1 goal there or 2?
I think you people on TV are the best people to judge that, so I thought I got a touch to it, but, you know, we'll see what happens tonight.
Is Henrik equally keen to claim it?
I don't know, I don't think there's much competition. The main thing is that we won today.
I'm disappointed with the result, but not the performance. I thought the players were immense today. With a couple of players sent off. Paul Lovering, it was a late tackle, that was all. I don't think it was malicious at all, but the referees are going to go with the rule book. Franks, I'd need to see again on television. He feels he blocked the ball and he's away home half-time raging. He feels it was an injustice, but we'll have to wait for television evidence.
In the first half, you might have had a goal, you might have had a penalty as well.
Yeah, it was a clumsy challenge. I thought it came into the clumsy category, and we've been losing penalties like that. We lost one to Billy Dodds a couple of weeks ago at Dundee United. Very similar, but Celtic rode their luck and the referee chose not to give it, but hopefully things are leaving out a wee bit over the course of the season.
How much was your team selection geared to next Thursday?
My team selection was geared to today, not to next Thursday at all. And I thought the best player on the pitch was Regi Blinker. I was very pleased with him. His attitude, his commitment, his work rate defensively, attacking-wise, he was superb. For me, he was the man of the match. And he hasn't played this season. So, although I made a few changes and people may think it's about Thursday, it's about giving players like Regi Blinker an opportunity to come and play because they deserve it, because they play well in training, they've got good attitudes, and they're capable of playing. I'm not bringing players in to give players a rest to the detriment of the team in that particular match. Every player who played today still in pet shop put in an excellent performance. There are players who are capable of coming in and doing as well as the people they're replacing. So any of my decisions I took today was for the players who played today, not for the ones who played last week and maybe playing on Thursday.
Have you been worried about what your future is with Celtic?
Not really. It's more that because we're still in the beginning of the season, I see it as the things that can change and the things that can change quickly. So I'm still hoping for all the positive things, and I'll keep on holding.